No, DLCs. See, I know how to say it. So I'm guessing that the story will continue on DLCs. I have, if I'm not mistaken, yes I do, I have a code for the first DLC. The other one, I think I need to pay for it. So I will most probably play the DLC, at least the first one DLC. After this, the second one, I'm still a bit don't know if I will buy it or not. Depends. The game was pretty good, yes. Not like Bioshock 2. There was a lot of mobs that spawned behind you. Shit, but I think it was a lot better than Bioshock 2 in that department, because Bioshock 2 it was kind of ridiculous. This one, it's justifiable. Here I am using that word again. I hope it does exist. So it was open spaces. They could indeed come out from various ways. It was not a closed space like Bioshock 2 or Bioshock 1. And they were taken, let's be honest. The dark presence was controlling. You saw what dark presence could do. It was throwing boats, huge boats, at me. So why not throw a few taken behind me, discreetly, without me noticing, hoping that they will catch me by surprise. So I think in that department I can excuse them showing up from nowhere. It's part of the setting, it's part of the scare they wanted to induce us during the playthrough. Shooting sometimes was a bit retarded. I was only being able to point, to aim when I focused the light. Was bad because sometimes I was wasting battery power, so I could aim. Honestly, I didn't try that much to shoot without aiming to see if if it hit the target a lot or not. So I may be complaining about something that isn't very valid, but that's what I felt during the playthrough. Otherwise, I haven't that much to point out. There's very funny parts, especially with Barry. So yeah, a game must have a few funny parts to lighten a bit the mood, even if the game is a bit dark. There is always a place for a bit of humor, if it is done correctly. I think in this game, it was done in a very satisfying way. The manuscripts, I find it quite interesting that the manuscripts are basically telling what would happen next. But even so, we still get surprised by some things. Other things are quite predictable. But let's be honest, they couldn't exactly throw us huge ambush from nowhere without some way to defend against it. So they left something that will eventually tell us that there will be ambush. So it will not be that much of ambush. I know I'm saying that word wrong. Sorry about that. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, it was a good game. I basically didn't pay for the game, so even if I have paid for it, I will consider it a very well spent money. It's not that long, I think. Let me see, more or less. I probably can't see right this way, so yeah, I think it was less than 10 hours. Don't know until I upload everything and I code it before uploading, of course. Don't really know how much time it was. I can make an estimate. Let me see. No, it isn't showing. I had to load everything, and that can be annoying. Don't know why. The Explorer is messing up, probably. No matter. It was, in my opinion, shorter than my last playthrough, BioShock 2. That could indicate less value for some. But sometimes it's not exactly the length of the game that counts. Sure, a game that lasts for a lot of hours will probably make us feel like we'll get more value for our money. But it's the gameplay, the story that also interests in that equation, and I think they did a very good job here, enough to make the game worth of its price, especially now that it's real cheap. If I have buy this game, would have cost me what, £8, more around that, and it comes with a free DLC. On these days, free DLCs are starting to get very rare. It's something that upsets me quite a lot. Really. BioShock 1 had a free DLC. I like that. BioShock 2 doesn't. I find it strange because I've seen sites that said there was one DLC that was free, but on Xbox Live it shows up as not free. I have to pay it for it, and that sucks. At least this one didn't have day one DLCs like some games are doing now. I was going to buy Dragon Age 2, and to be honest, the day one DLCs put me off really bad. That's a very bad move, seriously. I urge everyone to not buy the game on launch if it has day one DLCs. I'm just going to do that. I didn't buy Dragon Age 2 at launch. One of the reasons was that other stuff that I heard and proved true. Also wait on it. But I'm starting to rant. I'm starting to deviate from the subject that is Alan Wake. So yeah, I'm going to end the playthrough now. It was a fun playthrough, if I must say. I had a lot less problems than I had with Bioshock 2. I more or less find out how to make the sound work on the capture software, but sometimes it still fucks off and stop recording out of nowhere. I really don't know what's happening. So just in case, if you're still listening, it's not bored to death from right now, the way I did it was I opened first the capture software I use, and then I open up the original software that comes with the Dazzle, the software from Pinnacle. In this case, the instant DVD recorder. So if you open it after you open your software, you will not be able to capture video, but it will still be trying to capture the sound even if you don't load the software. So if you load the software after you video capture software and you hit the mute button, it will stop trying to capture the sound, and your video capture software will be able to get the sound. It's a crude method, but it has worked for most part. I still have to find out why it stopped recording sound in the middle of recording, because I don't mess with the settings on the with the Dazzle software, Pinnacle software. It still happens. So let's see how it will go on the next playthrough, which will probably be Alan Wake DLC. So until then, guys, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. See ya.